Tonight on Wareham Viking News at 7, an update on recently ended murder trial from a 2019 stabbing on Main Street. A new principal has been chosen for the new Wareham Elementary School opening next fall. Will the school committee mandate weekly COVID tests for unvaccinated staff? And how to get involved in volunteer opportunities all around town. All this and more coming up right now.
Live from the WCTV studios in Wareham, Wareham Viking News at 7 starts right now.
Hello everyone and welcome to Wareham Viking News. Thanks for being with us today on our live news show. I'm your host Isabella Russo behind the desk today, and welcome back. Be sure to join us Thursday at 7 p.m. to watch our show live or Friday at 9 a.m. to watch our rebroadcast. You can also catch up our show on YouTube at Wareham TV to stay up to date with everything happening with Wareham Viking News and our community by liking us on Facebook at Wareham Viking News or checking out our website www.warehamvikingnews.com. With that, let's get right into this week's news. A new update from Plymouth County Superior Court as it closes a murder trial dating all the way back to 2019. The court found Dave Robbins not guilty on all charges related to an incident including the 2019 stabbing of 33-year-old Uvis Rooks Jr. on Main Street. The altercation filmed on Rooks' dashboard camera depicted an argument between the two during a road rage dispute. Wareham local Dave Robbins was then charged with first-degree murder and assault battery with a deadly weapon following the November 6 incident. The charges were disputed by Robbins' defense attorney, John Amiable. According to the Amiable, his client was declared innocent of all charges because he acted in self-defense. According to Amiable, Rooks boxed in Robbins next to a parked car and a curb and continued to approach Robbins, yelling threats at him. He continues to explain that Robbins worked in self-defense and accidentally hit an artery that causes Rooks' death. The family disputes the series of events, claiming that Rooks was not out to hurt anyone that morning and that he was on his way to work to provide for his family. The death is described as a tragedy by Beth Sound, the Director of Communications for the Plymouth County District Attorney's Office. Dave Robbins was indicated by a grand jury on murder charge, and we move forward with a case against him, she commented on the case. This was a lengthy trial where the jurors deliberated over days. While we are disappointed with the verdict, we respect the work and attention the jurors put into this trial. The Wareham High School Drama Club is pleased to announce that they will be performing Alice in Wonderland for their winter production this year. The number of shows will be limited this year due to the ongoing pandemic. Stay tuned and for more updates regarding show times and dates. The Viking Theater Company looks forward to performing the production for you. Time for the weekly COVID-19 update. After seeing a steady decrease in COVID cases over the last few weeks, the most recently weekly town update shows a sudden increase in COVID cases. According to the town's October 14th report, Wareham has seen 54 new cases of COVID-19, which is up 8 from the last report. Wareham's average daily incidence rate slightly decreased to 28.4 from last week's 28.6 per 100,000 people. This means that there were about 6.53 new cases each day. Wareham has seen a total of 2,293 cases of COVID-19 since the beginning of the pandemic. Each school reports at least one case of a student testing positive for COVID-19 as of October 13th. At Deacon's Minot and Wareham Middle School, one student at each school tested positive. At Wareham High School, 4 students tested positive. Local public health experts encourage the public to get vaccinated as soon as possible. Appointments and walk-ins are welcome at the CVS at 419 Main Street, the CVS at 2421 Cranberry Highway, Suite 110, the CVS at 2992 Cranberry Highway, and the Walgreens at 121 Marion Road. People 12 and older can receive the vaccine. People over 18 can choose to receive any vaccine they like, but people between ages 12 and 17 must receive the Pfizer vaccine. Those eligible for the vaccine can find appointments at the state's website, vaxfinder.mass.gov. Wareham High School students, are you interested in a future career in journalism, such as TV news reporter or a newspaper writer? Are you wanting to learn more about the news video production, video editing, sound, lighting, camera work, and more? Are you always finding yourself wanting to be the one to answer questions, or do you always like to know what's going around town? If you answer yes to any of these questions, you should consider joining the Wareham Viking News team. Whether you're interested in script writing, lighting, sound, newspaper writing, anchoring, video reporting, teleprompting, directing, producing, sports broadcasting, or even meteorology. We have opportunities for you at WVN, whether you have no experience or lots of experience. You are just as valuable to our team. We teach all our members the inner workings of our groups and welcome everyone with open arms. This experience working with WVN has led to students getting internships, scholarships, and jobs in the industry. No matter what your plans are, this experience will be valuable to you. We promise. Any students who are in grades 8 through 12 and attend Wareham High School are allowed to join. You must be in good academic standing to join. If you are interested in joining, reach out to AV Club President Enian Troop at itroop2023 at wareham.k12.ma.us or AV Club Advisor Mr. Merfandes at wcvtadmin at wareham.k12.ma.us. We do have to take a break now, but we'll be right back with more exciting local stories, like an update on new petition articles, the school department move from the multi-service center, and our weekly sports and weather reports. All this more and coming up.
Hey, do you have Viking pride?
Of course I have Viking pride.
Viking pride? You already know I have that.
Of course I do. Viking! Gotta believe.
Go Wareham! Go Vikings, bro. Viking pride.
Who doesn't have Viking pride? It's all good.
Yes.
Vikings! Go Vikings! Stand up. Nobody better than a Viking.
Viking pride! Go Vikings!
Go Vikings. Viking pride. Do you have it?
It's great to see all of you again. Welcome back to tonight's Wareham Viking Locals news shows. We have so much to get started into, so let's get started. The Wareham School District has announced that it will move its central offices to the East Wareham School, located at 27 Depot Street. This move is spurred by a request from the town made to provide the multi-service center to the Council on Aging. According to the town administrator, Derek Sullivan, the move has been a discussion for a bit. The school department has been seeking extra room for a while. Sullivan also stated that the Wareham Council on Aging has consistently asked the school department for more space to run their senior operations. This need of space for both the school department and the Council on Aging spurred discussions that expressed the East Wareham School as more functional administrative space for the school department, while the move would also free up space at the multi-service center for the Council on Aging. The move will happen around January 1st, Shaverhood announced during the October 14th school committee meeting. She also added that it shouldn't raise the district's costs. A new petition article. Article 17 stands to possibly change the Wareham Redevelopment Authority significantly if passed. The Wareham Redevelopment Authority is a town body that exists for the purpose of engaging in urban renewal projects. In accordance with a March 2018 state law specific to Wareham, the Redevelopment Authority has 5 members, including 2 from the Select Board, serving 1-year terms, the town administrator, the Director of Planning and Community Development, and 1 registered voter of the town appointed by the Select Board. If passed, the article will require the town to petition the state legislature to amend the law, which would significantly change who can serve on the Redevelopment Authority. The amendment would allow for 7 voting members, including 3 appointed by the Select Board and 4 elected to 5-year terms. The amendment also would mean that the town administrator and Director of Planning and Community Development would have a say at the meetings, but not a vote. Lead petitioner Brenda Ekstrom says that the amendment is needed because currently the board is comprised of some town employees with extensive additional responsibilities and only 1 person specifically appointed to the authority. She also noted that the Redevelopment Authority is one of the most important groups in town and that the citizens deserve more of a say in its decisions. The petition article would also state that those serving on the authority cannot be on any board that deals with financial matters, land use, or holds legally binding hearings. Well, in recent news about the new Wareham Elementary School, Bethany Chandler has been named as the sole principal of the school when it opens for students next year. Chandler currently serves as the principal of John W. Deacon Elementary School. The plans to move forward with just 1 principal of the new elementary school were announced in August by Superintendent Dr. Kimberly Shaverhood, sharing that the other elementary school principal would step into an administrative role. Minot Forest Elementary School Principal Joanne Siemens will transfer as a district administrator, looking forward to visiting the new school and seeing the staff and students in their new classrooms. Siemens commented in an October 14 Facebook post shared with the Minot Forest Elementary School Facebook group. Next up, we have our weekly weather and sports report with our lovely weather woman and sportcaster this week, Peyton. We love a girl who can do it all. Peyton, tell us, how is the weather looking?
Thanks, Sienna. Guess what? Today is partly cloudy with around 72 degrees, and the wind is blowing at a rate of 8 miles per hour. Tomorrow should be partly cloudy as well and have highs of 72 and lows of 50. Let's take a look at the rest of our 7-day forecast now. Saturday looks mostly sunny with highs of 54 and lows of 43. Sunday will be mostly cloudy, but temperatures look like the highs of 62 and the lows of 48. Monday will have a rainy day with highs of 57 and lows of 48. Tuesday, another rainy day with highs of 59 and lows of 47. And Wednesday should be mostly cloudy with highs of 48 and lows of 50. And last but not least, Thursday. It looks like a lot of clouds again with highs of 62 and lows of 53. And now time for your Wareham Viking News trivia. Who does Jabba intend to feed to Sarlacc in the movie Star Wars Return of the Jedi? Is it A, Luke and Han, B, Princess Leia, C, Spock, or D, Chewbacca?
Darth Vader.
Spaghetti.
And the answer is A, Luke and Han. Have a Wareham Viking day.
And now for our Wareham Viking sports. Last home game for football, they pulled a big crowd, with our student section bling out in all pink to show their support for breast cancer. The Power of Pink was able to bring home a win for the boys against UCT, their first win of the season. Girls soccer also had a breast cancer game against Case, holding them really well and ending with a tie. They also brought home a win on their senior night against Old Colony, with 8th grader Jocelyn DiMadeiro scoring 2 goals, and Mariah Healy scoring from close to the middle field line. And for the first time in a long time, boys soccer has made it to the playoffs. Congrats, boys. What a good few weeks it has been for Viking sports.
Thank you both. It is now time for us to take another short break, but you'll want to be here when we come back. We have so much more to share. If you're a Wareham High School student, you're watching a shortened version of our broadcast. That's okay. You can watch the full version of our show at Wareham TV on YouTube. You can also read about news going on in Wareham and our school by going to www.warehamvikingnews.com. For everyone else watching at home, we have tons more news right after the break.
Hello? Yeah, I can come in. No, I was awake. Mm-hmm. Cool.
Dad?
Just 1 minute, okay?
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Good evening and welcome back to this week's edition of Wareham Viking News. We have lots more coming up, so let's get right into the news. There will be a used book sale in the meeting room of the Wareham Free Library at 59 Marion Road. The book sale is hosted by the Friends of Wareham Free Library. The sale will take place from 9:30 to 4:30 on Thursday, October 21st, 9:30 to 3 o'clock on Friday, October 22nd, and from 9:30 to 1 on Saturday, October 23rd. The theme table this month has books about Halloween and Thanksgiving. All proceeds support the work of the Friends. Masks are required inside of the library. While the gatemen of the Cape Cod Basketball League are posing an exciting opportunity for the public to get involved this season, they're looking for the community for volunteers in early preparation for the upcoming 22 season. The Wareham Gatemen is an all-volunteer organization comprised of people with a love of baseball. The team has an executive committee, a board of directors, and a large group of general volunteers. The organization welcomes newcomers to join their family of much-needed volunteers. Without our volunteers, this would not be possible, the Gateman website states. Those interested in volunteer opportunities or being a host family should contact the team through Senior Vice President Glenn Harrington at glennharrington@gmail.com for more information on how to get involved. There is also a form available on gateman.org/job-opportunities where you'll be asked your name, phone number, email, and an area of interest. Turning Point is also offering exciting opportunities to members of the community with their upcoming holiday drive. In preparation for their winter holiday event, Turning Point is looking for volunteers and donors. Those interested in helping can sign up to sponsor a family needed this holiday season and buy presents for children, donate money, or volunteer to help organize donations. Items like winter clothes, boots, gift cards to clothing, food stores, or the movies are also appreciated. Donations will be accepted on December 4th, 5th, and 11th from 9 a.m. to noon at the McDuffie Center building near the track on Viking Drive. Donations will also be accepted on December 6th through the 10th from 4 to 7 p.m. at the same building. To volunteer, donate, or sponsor a family, you can call 508-291-0535 or email tpmerrychristmas@gmail.com. Holiday assistance can also be requested by Turning Point by contacting them at the same email by November 13th with information including name, address, phone number, number of children, ages, gender, sizes, clothes wish list, and toy wish list. We now have to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere. When we come back, we have an update from the local community youth empowerment organization on upcoming events and opportunities, and the coveted Viking Awards from Wareham High. All of this and more coming up next.
Dad,
Just 1 minute, okay?
hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Good evening, all, and welcome back to Wareham Viking News. I'm your host, Isabella Russo. Thank you for sticking with us this evening. We have more excitement ahead, so let's dive right in. At the October 14th meeting, members of the school committee discussed the possibility of mandating weekly COVID-19 tests at the school for unvaccinated staff. The possibility was also briefly discussed at the September 23rd meeting, where staff members voiced their concerns against required vaccines, but stated that they would be willing to be tested weekly. The test would be at no cost to the district due to the state testing program. It was not specified if the move would have to be discussed with teacher unions. Superintendent Shaperhood also shared the vaccination status of the school's staff. Currently, 31% of the Deacon's Elementary staff, 41% of the Minot Forest staff, 66% of the middle school staff, and 65% of the high school staff has reported being vaccinated. School committee member Geoff Sweat stated that the mandate would be just as much about protecting the state staff as it is about the students. Perhaps especially in that is the town so divided on this subject, it would be massively disruptive and divisive for the school committee to mandate vaccines. Sweat commented, "The last thing I want to do is disrupt the educational environment by mandating something for some percentage of the staff be extraordinarily unpopular." The school committee did not vote on an official policy. Next up, we have Viking Awards.
We are here for the September Viking Awards, and our first recipient for citizenship is Dakota Girardin, class of 2023. For scholarship, Marina Kota, class of 2026. For citizenship, Alton McCain, class of 2022. For scholarship and craftsmanship, Jesse O'Toole, class of 2023. For scholarship, Ethan Potito, class of 2025. For scholarship, Jocelyn Protes, class of 2022. For scholarship, Rebecca Tamburini, class of 2026. For scholarship, Abby Wixton, class of 2022. And our Scotty Award for the month of September goes to Dakota Girardin. And our September Student of the Month is Abby Wixton. Congratulations to all recipients for the September Viking Awards. Thank you.
Well, thank you everyone, but it's time for us to go. To keep up on all current Wareham news throughout the week, visit www.warehamvikingnews.com and like us on Facebook at Wareham Viking News. We will keep you updated with more reports and more articles on those platforms. We want to thank all of our dedicated viewers for watching and joining us tonight. We'll be back next Thursday night at 7 p.m. right here on WCTV for your best source of news, sports, weather, traffic, and more. Thanks for being with us tonight. I'm Isabella, and until next time, Wareham, goodbye and stay safe.